I read House of M. I started reading it like sometime last week, and it's taken me. It is massive, but like, I'm sorry, I got a massive head start on it when I started reading it because the teacher wasn't in. Her, the study teacher got a couple of covers, so I was able to read a lot there. But that stopped, and then I was reading the Harley Quinn and Red Hood, White Knight spin-offs, and I think at the same time I was also reading some of the Earth 31 stuff. I could be wrong when I say that, though. But yeah, I finished it, and it's good. And this isn't just a review for the whole. This isn't just a review for House of M. This is a review for House of M, Spider-Man House of M, Fantastic Four House of M, Iron Man House of M, Exiles, Metopia X. It's everything that is part of the House of M world, and it was a fantastic world. Like, I bet if they were to make this into a show, the actors would love to do it. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say. Yeah, that'll be it. Also, it doesn't include Decimated House of M the day after, because I'll do that review in the Decimated review. Yeah, this is Twitter as it was 20 past 1 p.m. on Saturday the 10th, I think. Yeah, of December 2022. I don't feel well right now, so I shouldn't be making a video, but it's great. Rip Tyler. I don't know who this person is, but rest in peace. Video of the prisoner exchange between Russian and US exchange was mysteriously edited, prompting speculation that the State Department edited out a handshake between the athlete and the Russian terrorist she was traded for. By the way, Twitter employees can see your DMs. So what's the Guano tab for? Media coverage of latest Twitter files virtually non-existent. Gee, I wonder why. So the conspiracy theories claiming Twitter was suppressing and shadowbanning high-profile accounts were actually right all along. Felony arrest warrant has been issued for Biden energy official Sam Brinton for allegedly stealing luggage from the Las Vegas airport. This is on top of criminal charges he faces for a similar incident at the Minneapolis airport. I can't say anything today. Diversity, equity, and inclusion at its finest. Shadow banning became popularized in 2018 as a conspiracy theory when Twitter shadow banned Republicans. When is Wikipedia going to get updated?
You're here to make a significant announcement.
I've registered as an Arizona independent. I know some people might be a little bit surprised by this, but actually I think it makes a lot of sense. You know, a growing number of Arizonans and people like me just don't feel like we fit neatly into one party's box or the other. And so, like many across the state and the nation, I've decided...
Well, tell me what you agree with the Republicans on.
To leave that partisan process and really just focus on the work that I think matters to Arizona and to our country, which is solving problems and getting things done.
So, your voting record is pretty capital D Democratic. I mean, your views are generally that of a moderate centrist Democrat. How does leaving the party change how you do your job?
Well, I don't think anything will change about how I do my job. Arizonans sent me to the United States Senate to be an independent voice for our state, and I'll continue doing that.
Post. Alright. Yeah. That's one of the times where I just can't clear my throat. Abusive and spammy behaviour when abuse or manipulation of our service is reported or detected, we may take action to limit the reach of a person's tweets. Oh wait. Fuck. New Twitter files investigation reveals teams of Twitter employees build blacklists to prevent disfavored tweets from trending and actively limit the visibility of entire accounts or even trending topics, all in secret without informing users. This has literally been on Twitter's help page since at least 2018. In there, they weren't shadow banning political opponents, they were just enforcing the spam policy. As Barwise clearly describes, the rules were enforced against the right but not against the left. This post by Elon assumes the right and left are somehow the same. We are not. Folks on the right said Corona was a hoax. Folks on the right did not say that. Folks on the right said that the vaccine and masks and stuff to do with those are hoax. It was actually the left that said that Corona didn't exist. I've said it was not a Twitter episode that had the right and enforce rules against Corona deniers who were disproportionately on the right. Well, I'm going to change that a bit. So, you know, you had the vaccine deniers and the anti-vaxxers on the right, and on the left, you had the people who were saying, like, oh, it's Trump's fault that all this happened, even though Trump left almost 2 years ago. It's not hypocrisy, it's hierarchy. Progressives have more rights than conservatives because they are better people, full stop. Terminal wokeness is what allowed this severely deranged individual to serve a position in the government, and while serving that position, the prey on an unsuspecting woman at an airport. Terminal wokeness ignores mental disorders and celebrates criminality. Twitter isn't shadow banning Republicans. Here's why. You only put the here's why. It's obvious that you're going to say here's why, because if you don't say here's why, it's just a tweet. I'm tired of people like titling something, point. Here's why. It's obvious that you're going to tell us why, because if you didn't tell us why, it would just be a tweet. It wouldn't be a YouTube video or an article from whatever website. On the left, tried to use music to bring people together, yet it saddens me to see how misinformation is now being used to divide our world. I've decided to no longer use Twitter, given the recent change in policy, which will allow misinformation to flourish unchecked. Is that so, Elon? Or sorry, not Elon, Alden. The script is starting the sign of CMC is the one where they get Corona, then back the vaccine. Nope, and it's your fault.
The UK will be introducing blackouts this winter.
The UK, which was the first major economy in the world to legislate for net zero, will fulfill our ambitious commitment to reduce emissions by 2030.
Separate report suggests energy bills will be more expensive than first thought.
I know that for many, finances are tough right now.
But I don't care, because I'm rich.
£1 trillion of levelling up by drilling down. And actually, it's better for the environment.
Dora watches a vengeful narcissist take the piss out of its dead grandmother and the centuries-old protocols of the UK. Telegraph poll. Should Duke Duchess of Sussex, let's say Harry and Meghan, be stripped of their titles? 95% say yes. Air pollution is just dangerous as coronavirus, claims UK lockdown architect. Film's director Scott Mannion explains why Hollywood keeps releasing woke movies replete with the message even though the audience hates them. Because the audience actually doesn't hate them. Like, overwhelming majority of the it's not real cinema people are on the right. All the it's escapism people are on the left, or almost all of them. Like, I'm a unique case for being on the right, but saying that it is escapism and entertainment. It is a crime that they refuse to take action on child exploitation for years. This is false. Yeah, is this false? Well, what about your fucking... One of your workers that were like, we don't take it off because technically it doesn't violate the rules. Yikes. Oh, wait. No, it's not. When Ella Irwin, who now runs Trust and Safety, joined Twitter earlier this year, almost no one was working on child safety. She raised this with Ned and Parag, but they rejected her staffing request. I made it top priority immediately. Twitter prioritized censorship of non-illegal speech. Well, all speech should be illegal. Over the removal of CP material at scale. Let that sink in. Exactly correct. People need to go to jail. In terms of the regime taking the L, 2022 has been the best year since 2016. Not really that close to 2016, but better than all the years since, in my opinion. Outrage of lockdown and vaccine mandates being exposed in Elon's Twitter takeover being the two big ones. Election interference, plain and simple. The only thing the establishment surely fears, I got your back, brother. You should recreate this image with Fuentes. Kojima Productions has privately announced that Death Stranding 2 working title is officially in development for PS5. I knew Kojima was working on something called DS2, but I never put the pieces together that DS stands for Death Stranding. I thought it was a brand new game. I don't mind. I'm not excited for it because I basically didn't play. Like, there's so little that I played of Death Stranding, you might as well just say I didn't play it because I didn't get to actually experience anything. I was like, the very start of it, you have to go all the way over to wherever. I got a certain bit and I was like, I can't really go anywhere unless I want to have, like, go down this side hill. But I think if I go down that side hill, like, the invisible bad guys or whatever will be there. I really didn't want to run into them. So I was like, fuck it, I'll play it later. But then I just didn't play it later. Well, I thought it was going to be that you don't really have a big dick. I've been saying that for years. You would have saw it's huge. No, you did not. British lord murdered his nanny, then tried to murder his wife. He vanished without a trace during one of the biggest mysteries in British history. Despite a global search spanning decades, he was never found. Where is Lord Lucan? I thought I already followed the finals, but okay. Twitter Blue launch pushed to early next week, likely Monday. I'll take this back. Yeah, Reddit been offline Reddit now twice by hackers.